Classy Curves here. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make sea moss gel. So sea moss is one of those things that I discovered recently this summer. I realized that I wanted to give myself that extra kick, as well as I started using this stuff on my face, and it has helped clear up some of my stress, acne. So if you'd like to learn how to make this super nutritious, highly recommended sea moss gel, stay tuned and subscribe right now. And they sent me this 4-ounce bag of sea moss. The first thing we're going to do with the sea moss is take it out of the bag.
When you first open your package of sea moss and pour it into the bowl, you'll notice some extra life happening. You may see some extra debris from the ocean, or maybe even some small pieces of rock, kind of like right here. So we basically just want to wash that away. So you just rinse several times. And then I always like to go over it with my fingertips, just like this, because I just want to make sure I'm being very thorough in getting all the extra off.
Now that we have our sea moss washed and cleaned, we're going to pour spring water into the bowl over the sea moss, and you basically just want to cover it. You want the water to cover over the sea moss, just like that. The next step will be to take half a lemon and to just basically cut it into 4 wedges. Now you can do this one of 2 ways. You can simply drop the lemon in the bowl, or you can actually squeeze some of the lemon juice in there. I would definitely recommend squeezing the juice, but not all of it, just a little bit, and then just kind of drop it in there. The reason why is because once you squeeze the lemon in, it actually helps to remove more of the salt, but I think it also removes more of the minerals when you do that. I'm not 100% sure, but I do notice that the sea moss comes out more of a lighter tone than when I don't squeeze the lemons in. And by the way, you can also do this with limes or lemons. Either way, whatever is your preference. So I would say squeeze a little bit in there to get the rest of the salt content out, but not too much, because we don't want all of the minerals to end up down the drain. We want them in our bodies or on our faces. The next step is to simply wait. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take a piece of foil. This is what I do. You don't have to do this. I like to take a piece of foil and I will cover it just like that. And then I literally just place it to the side. We're gonna let that sit, and then we'll be right back in 8 to 10 hours. This is what the sea moss looks after it has been soaking. As you can see, the size of it is bigger than what it was when we put it in, because the sea moss is absorbing the water, which is why we want to use spring water. You don't want it to absorb waters that are not as pure, okay? So from here, all you have to do is pour it out in your sink, or you can actually save this water, and if you would like, you could mix it into like your water bottles and just put a touch of sea moss water along with your regular drinking water, mix it up. That's another way to get more of the minerals in your system. Remove your lemon wedges. You can throw them away. You can eat them put them in another dish, but I just throw mine away. And then I just like to give it one more rinse from there. Now, here comes the fun part. From here, it's pretty simple. Okay, if I can get the lid off. Maybe it's not that simple. Okay. So from here, all you have to do is put your sea moss in your blender. And when you're doing this, you want to make sure that you are not filling your blender all the way to the very top. I would say fill it up to about halfway, no more than 3/4 of the way of sea moss. And then from there, you're just gonna take some more spring water and pour it in. Now, you wanna pay attention to where your water levels are. I like to put my water at about halfway, right here. Halfway compared to where the sea moss, the top of the sea moss is, just about up here. The reason why I do that is because I like to have a thick consistency, but I also want it to be smooth. Too much water is gonna make your gel more runny, and that's not something that I prefer. I like to have a texture that actually kind of stays in place. So from there, all you're gonna do is put your top back on and you're just going to check your texture and make sure it's what you like. Ooh, this looks yummy. So you just grab a spoon and just dip it in there and then just kind of take a look. So looking at this texture, I'm gonna blend it up just a little bit more because I like a little bit smoother texture. So you kind of just have to, I hate to say it, but there's really no specific amount of water. It's really based on what texture you like. So I would start off with the half mark like I was saying before, and then if that's not smooth enough for you, then just add a little bit more, okay? See how it's kind of bubbling over? That makes me happy. That's the gel consistency that I'm looking for. One more time, I'll just look at my consistency and kind of test it. Oh yeah, see this is a lot more, I don't know how to explain it. It's just closer to what I'm looking for. So this is what I like. So now all we have to do is pour the sea moss gel into an airtight sealed jar. Ooh, ooey gooey, ooey ooey. Look at that. This makes me happy. I like to leave it in the refrigerator for 30 minutes uncovered. But let's just take a second to appreciate the goldy goodness of this sea moss gel. It gives a whole new meaning to the term liquid gold. This is liquid gold for adults. If breast milk is liquid gold for babies, this would be the adult equivalent. I'm just saying. So I'm gonna stick this in the refrigerator, leave it uncovered for 30 minutes, and then after that, I will go ahead and place the cover on it, seal it, and you just store it in your refrigerator. You can store this for 3 to 4 weeks. After 4 weeks, I would say if you have any left over, go ahead and throw it out because at that point, it's really no good. But that's why we wanna use the airtight jars, the airtight sealing jars, so that we can keep the freshness in there as long as possible. So there you have it, how to make sea moss gel, steps A through Z. You guys definitely want to incorporate this into your regimen. You want to take 1 to 2 tablespoons a day. If you have never taken sea moss gel before, I would recommend starting off with just 1 tablespoon a day. And then as you become more comfortable with it and familiar with it, you can up it to 2 tablespoons a day. You can also flavor your sea moss by adding in like pineapple juice, just juice of pineapple, or any other fruits that you can think of and just add that into your blender. I like to do it without any extra juices or any extra ingredients just because I want to make sure I'm getting the most potent serving available. But that is an option. I will actually be linking a link in the description box for people who want to purchase this sea moss. It is listed on Amazon. Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment on the video, and just let me know, what has sea moss gel done for you? Have you tried it before? Are you thinking about trying it? Have you already ordered it and you've already seen some of the great benefits? Let me know what it is that you have noticed that has helped you by either consuming the sea moss or by applying it topically on your skin. So stay tuned for the next one and I'll see you later. Bye. And then you're going to, oh, what happened? Tori! So you just grab a spoon. There's no spoons. So now all we have to do, where is it? Oh, pour the G. The G? What's the G? I don't understand.